So sad.
All of this means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
Damn.
Whew.
And because Jag knew about this for years.
So what's next, Jag?
decades.
What happens next?
There are moments in the entertainment world that feel like everything is about to change, like a secret is sitting right beneath the surface, waiting for someone bold enough to say it out loud. And right now, that moment belongs to Jaguar Wright, because she's not just speaking anymore, she's accusing, she's exposing, and she's shaking the foundation of one of the most powerful names in the industry.
10 AR-15s pointed in my face. A guy in the bushes at the window. If it wasn't for me sitting there holding that teddy bear. Thing is, half of them indicted now too. So, did they take that picture because they wanted to? Or did the diddler say, if you don't get in this motherfucking picture, I swear to God, I'm dropping dime on all of y'all. I'm sending all these tapes in tomorrow. I see that as an option. I mean, King Cole running around, dropping down, dry snitching on himself is dead. Jaden finally talking about the tunnels. They might. I don't. And I don't spend as much time on this couch as a lot of people think I do. But what I can tell you that I do is I like, I comment, I share. I'm a member. I got a membership. I pay for a membership. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Y'all better get in there. Because hey. Don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. And my manager, yeah, subscribe. 1 million each other. We're supposed to be hating Jay.
Oh. What's going on? As a matter of fact,
wait a minute. I think
he's not. You know, say the cat. Check out of here.
Listen to me.
There's no Jaguar.
Anything. Listen to me. You could say, do you know the Jaguar breathed oxygen? That is a liar. She don't breathe air. She breathes cat. She don't.
Why you come here lying?
I mean, listen to me. They done had me on drugs that I never sold.
No, so the crazy part is like all these people were in your corner at one time.
Some of them.
It's about to say some of them.
But you have to understand this. See, we've broken down the troll farm. And now, thanks to my best birthday gift ever, Odell, my investigation team has just gotten so much better. This is a whole troll farm. Listen to me. The object is to turn my life into the Truman Show, and they become the writers.
It's crazy when I see those.
No, they teach that in the YouTube class on how to slander me. They have a class where they teach people how to slander me, how to defame me, like a class.
Are there words that could draw you out? Like, are there certain words that can draw you out? Like, I was watching.
My name.
You said my name?
My name.
My name is enough. One time. Right. Say my name. Say that. I come out like Candyman, boy.
Yeah.
Say it 3 times, I'm gonna pop out.
I'm a troll.
You're right. You troll with the trolls.
And they all say that I'm the one that's the head of the troll farm because I'm a better troll than they are. But see, they get mad at me because I don't troll like everybody else troll. I show up as me. And I troll as me. I want everybody to know that I'm in here cat up.
Wait, so are there how many fake Jaguar Wrights, Jaganators? How many?
And by the end of 2022, there were 65 fake Jaguars. The last time I checked, after I got home from jail and I started posting again, it was 150 fake Jags. I've literally been backstage on StreamYards at other content creators, and because I didn't cam up, they wouldn't let me up because there were 3 or 4 other fake Jags back there with me, and they didn't know which one was me.
Right. And mind you,
imagine that. You look backstage, your StreamYard, and there's 5 Jaguar Wright.
It's crazy. I know your voice so well now.
Where were those when I was moving?
Jaguar isn't whispering these claims either. She's coming out loud, raw, and unapologetic, pointing directly at Diddy and alleging things that, if true, could completely change how people see him forever. We're talking about control, manipulation, hidden deals, and a lifestyle behind closed doors that she says the public was never meant to see. But here's the twist. This isn't the first time Jaguar has spoken out. The difference now? More people are actually listening. More people are starting to connect the dots. And the deeper you go into what she's saying, the harder it becomes to just ignore it. So the question is this finally the moment the truth comes out? Or is this just another chapter in a story the industry wants buried?
20 minutes. I could have got the fake Jags to come and do something other than troll.
Yeah, someone tried to come up on somebody's stream and try to be the fake Jag, and the first thing they did was like, they said, "Oh no, Jaguar don't start off cussing like that. She starts off sweet." She starts off sweet.
That's how much they study me.
That's crazy.
They be copying everything. Wait a minute, but when I hear those excited utterances of when they jocking the shit, and you know you a Diddy do
So they take the lingo, they take the slang.
Yo, they run with everything, and then they want to make themselves special. There's something interesting about the mindset of a professional troll. Because you're pretending to not be yourself, but you're boisterous in your fake self. But you're very adamant that no one's ever gonna find out who you are. No one's ever gonna see you. So I'm gonna keep playing in your faces. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of time and a lot of work. And just the simple fact that the record for live, a negative live on me, 19 hours.
Oh, wow. A whole day?
19 hours. It was a 19-hour live, 19 hours and like 5 or 6 minutes and something like that.
No bathroom breaks.
19 hours.
My God.
They kept that stream going. Danny Robertson has had a channel called Woo Child the Ghetto, where she's literally has a video. It's still posted now. It's been running for almost 9 weeks of nothing but clips of me from all of my channels that were terminated that had evidence of malice and gang stalking. You know what I mean? Like literally 24 hours a day. She has this thing. It's been running for almost 9 weeks.
So, yeah, can I ask
Like she was literally begging her subscribers to Cash App her to pay to keep the page going because no one's there and it's not making any money and it's 24 hours.
Shit, it's good.
Who has a 24-hour negative campaign running on a social media engine? 24 hours a day. They work in shifts. I got screenshots where they refer to each other as coworkers.
Wow. So
competing content creators.
On the other side of things, can you understand probably, for your average troller who lives, let's say, in their mama's basement in Idaho, getting
with peanut butter and asking their dog to do strange things?
All that. And they're getting...
Hi, Adrian.
And they're getting a reaction out of talking about you, don't you? There's probably a high in that, like, ooh, I'm getting noticed.
The dopamine. It's weird when you see some of them literally think that they have a right to your name.
Man.
Like they literally fight over who deserves to stream Jag content.
Damn.
That's why they hate real life so much. Like, especially Michael Braggs. Michael Braggs is very upset because he's been waiting for his 1 million view video. He finally crossed 25,000 subscribers, finally. 12 years. Amazing. Look at what you've done. Amazing. 2 more years, you might make it to 100.
Is he one that was once a partner of yours?
Yeah, he was the one that was running around calling himself my best friend. He was actually about to get t-shirts made up while I was in jail that said, I'm Jaguar Wright's best friend.
Oh, and when left?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he started stealing too much. Like, I don't mind if you get a taste, but not the whole damn smorgasbord. You're running your quota. You got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Trendo, Spindo, Bingo, Bean. Like, you got currency. And he says, it sounds like he's at an auction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, we got the Cash App, we got the Venmo, we got
Jeez.
I'll take 2. Shut the up. Like, you know, Burger King. I'm talking about Burger King, you know.
It meant.
Oh, yeah.
Until Jaguar Wright entered our world.
Yeah.
I had to like, this is a thing. And mind you, I knew what the action was, but to see it happen so prevalent, I'm like, wow, it's
a weapon.
It's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
I could see a troller feeling like you're
like the way I doxed Wallow. That was genius.
Hey, you got him.
I did it bingo style.
You got him.
Guess which numbers make Wallow's phone number? 2. That's the first one. Who's got another number? 6. Yeah, come on. Who's got another number?
That is genius, though. To where all you say at the end is bingo. You say at the end is bingo.
Yeah.
That is genius.
Oh, it's fabulous.
So do you?
You and T-Mobile.
Like
what?
So you have.
For that store that day, I bet he was there before closing too, because I did it right before the closeout to make sure he had to run to the store to change his phone number.
Yeah, shout out.
Sorry.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to.
Yeah, shout out. All
new phone numbers. Shout out to new phone numbers.
All the Philly cats. All the Philly cats. With that being said, how many times would you say you were doxxed?
I've been doxxed about 10 times.
Man.
Yeah. That's why I keep so many phones, and that's why I keep so many burner phones.
Yeah.
Because there's only certain phones that I'll allow certain calls on. I got a different text now for this. I got a phone in a different time zone. You know what I mean? I gotta do a little bit more. So now when they dox numbers, I just take it and recycle it and pull up the next number. Like I was doing the same thing with my YouTube channels. I knew they were gonna keep taking my channels down, and every time they would take down one, I would put up 3.
Get ahead of the curve. Get ahead of the curve.
They take down 3, I put up 5. It got to the point where they were like, "There's a cheat term. Why she keep coming back?"
Why? Like a roach, you can't kill it. You just keep surviving.
Because why not? Because who are you to dictate who gets on this app and who doesn't? Why are there different rules for me than other CCs? Why can't I go in and strike for my YouTube videos, but anybody else can? Why are my videos unstrikable if you work within a certain sector? Why are there now more law enforcement agencies popping through all of the, troll farms chats on a regular basis, waiting for me to show up so they can lightweight interrogate me? Hi, Electro G. Hi, Mike. Officer Mike.
Well, you are kind of like the truth incarnate, like the walking truth, it seems. I don't think you're supposed to be so freely walking around how people
No, I'm
wanna
supposed to be
hush you.
miserable. I'm supposed to be afraid. I'm supposed to be paranoid. I'm supposed to be in panic. I'm supposed to be destitute. I'm supposed to be the picture of this is what you do not want your life to look like. And the reason why they want me to look like that is because they want to say, this is what happens to you when you tell the truth. Your life falls apart. You'll have no friends. You tell the truth if you want to. Everyone will run from you. I'm not supposed to be in love. Odell's not supposed to have stuck around. He was supposed to leave me in jail like they paid my second husband to do.
Man.
You know, I'm glad you took a little tour through troll hell. Because what you experienced in 2 days is what I've been going through for almost 4 years, nonstop. Even when I was gone, there were people impersonating me to keep it going. Like they still got fake Jags in the chat so that they can pretend they're arguing with me for content.
Wow. I'm gonna argue with the fake one to say what's
So
the real.
I come and show up and then they say, oh, that's the fake Jag. Get rid of the fake Jag and it's me. So they can keep arguing with the fake one.
Wow. Wow.
I want to ask you a question. Does that sound like the actions of a sane person to invent and impersonate someone that you don't know and then stage an argument with that person so you can make it content for the rest of the week? Jaguar Wright showed up to my show today and she threatened to have sex with my dog.
To understand why Jaguar Wright's words are hitting so hard right now, you have to go back and really look at who she is. She's not some random voice chasing attention. She's someone who lived inside the system. She saw things up close. She experienced the highs and the lows, the fame and the pressure, and everything that comes with being around powerful people. Jaguar came into the industry with real talent and a strong voice, not just musically, but personally. She was known for being outspoken, for not following the crowd, and for refusing to play the game the way others did.
Let me ask you, because do you fight?
Flutter,
That's a mother.
I got a phone call. Someone reached out to me about what I had to say. Yeah. I didn't.
Was a phone call? Someone you cared about called you? Someone that mattered?
It was a person that was attached to the story. I'm not going to say that person's name. What I will say is that person happens to be the father of a certain young man. And I love him. I do. I'm always going to love that guy. But what I'm going to say is this. I know you don't like being attached to the story because it's embarrassing. Someone who you were involved with, who you still up until this point had friendship with, and someone who you were in a relationship with and had a child with. And it's unfair to be caught in the middle. It really is. It's terrible. You know, you just want to be left alone. You know, the relationship is over, the child's almost grown, and you want to have your life. And I get that. So then, how about you do me a favor and you tell your baby mom to keep my name out her mouth. You can tell your baby mom to stop lying on me so I don't have to tell the truth about her. You could actually, for once, have something to say to that miserable who convinced Monique to fire you from that job you worked so hard for that you very much so deserved. How about you have something to say to that fat? The one that's been dragging is in and in front of your son for years. How many men had to listen to that young man, hear his mother call them daddy and know it wasn't you? I want to know. Because I know 3 others that played nanny to your son. Please don't call me about that ever again. And say something to her. Because it's people like you that I love that are still part of the problem. Because all of y'all niggas know the same that that I know. And you've had your own slings and arrows and taking that but you just kept taking it on the chin because you wanted to keep getting picked to be the musical director for this job, for the musical director for the BET Awards, the musical director for I get it. You want to keep your job. I wanted to keep my job too. I just wasn't willing to do the shit that other motherfuckers was willing to do. And yeah, I done it. And then I changed my mind. No disrespect. But I didn't ask you to, you chose to. I didn't ask you to betray me either. You chose to. That makes you a part of my story, see? At your choice. You ain't want to be a part of my story. Maybe you shouldn't have worked so hard to be a part of my story. Now, where were we?
So, yeah. Ditto. With that being said, with having a troll farm at you, do you fight that with trolls of your own? Or how do you combat that?
Well, I got the Mod Squad.
Shout out to Mod Squad. Let's do that first and foremost.
And we're righteous trolls.
Okay, all right.
We got a purpose. We want to get to the bottom.
Okay.
We want to get to the bottom of why all of this madness is allowed to happen in an app where they have community guidelines that are constantly broken every day.
Yeah.
Like constantly broken. And then you got liars like Latasha Transrena Kibi who decide to try to have a career in comedy and go to my hometown and think that she gonna diss me and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. That was a mistake. But she did have a few of the YouTube trolls stashed in the audience and she had them there to scream, Jaguar.
And while that earned her respect from some, it also made her a target. Because in an industry where silence is often rewarded, speaking up can cost you everything. Over the years, Jaguar has told stories about what she calls the dark side of the music world. She's talked about control, about artists being used, about situations that felt wrong but were normalized behind the scenes. At first, a lot of people brushed it off. Some said she was bitter. Others said she was exaggerating. But Jaguar never backed down. She kept talking. She kept naming names. And slowly, people started noticing something. Her stories didn't always sound so far-fetched, especially when other voices began to come forward with similar experiences. And then there's Diddy, a name that carries power, influence, and decades of success. To the public, he's been seen as a businessman, a mogul, someone who built an empire from the ground up. But behind that image, there have always been whispers, quiet rumors that never fully made it into the spotlight, until now. Because Jaguar Wright is taking those whispers and turning them into something much louder. Now, here's where things really start to get intense. Jaguar isn't just making vague claims. She's painting a picture of control that goes far beyond what people see on the surface. According to her, Diddy doesn't just manage his brand. He allegedly controls the narrative, the people around him, and even the environment his family grows up in. She suggested that there are situations happening behind closed doors that the public would never expect, that certain choices aren't always as free as they appear, and that power, when it reaches a certain level, can start to blur the line between guidance and control. What nobody expected was how detailed her claims would become. She talks about patterns, about behavior that she says isn't random but intentional, about people being placed in positions to influence outcomes, to protect an image, to keep certain truths from ever reaching the surface.
And then there's the part that really caught people off guard, her comments about family. Jaguar suggests that even those closest to Diddy may not be completely outside of this alleged influence, that the pressure of living under such a powerful name can come with expectations, with roles that have to be played, whether someone is ready for them or not. That's the kind of claim that makes people uncomfortable because it shifts the conversation from business and fame to something much more personal. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Not everyone believes Jaguar. There are critics who say she's going too far, that her accusations lack proof, that she's speaking from emotion rather than fact. And in an industry where reputation is everything, those doubts matter. Still, there's something about the way she speaks that keeps people watching. It's not polished, it's not rehearsed. It feels raw, like someone who's been holding on to something for too long and finally decided to let it out. And as her videos spread, as more people tune in, the conversation keeps growing. Social media is flooded with opinions. Some are defending Diddy, saying he's built too much to be reduced to allegations. Others are questioning everything, going back and re-examining old interviews, old moments, looking for signs they might have missed. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Jaguar isn't slowing down. If anything, she's becoming more direct, more confident. She's doubling down on her claims, saying that what she's revealing is only the beginning. That kind of persistence does something. It makes people wonder, why would someone keep pushing this narrative if there was nothing behind it? What does she gain from continuing to speak out, knowing the backlash that comes with it? And that's where the story shifts from just being about accusations to being about risk. Because speaking out against someone powerful isn't easy. It comes with consequences. It comes with pressure. And yet, Jaguar continues. The emotional impact of all this goes deeper than just headlines. For Jaguar, this isn't just about exposing someone else, it's about telling her truth. And whether people believe her or not, you can hear the weight in her voice, the frustration, the pain, the feeling of not being heard for so long. There's also the impact on Diddy's image. Even without confirmed proof, allegations like these create doubt. They plant questions in people's minds. And once those questions are there, they don't just disappear. They linger. They grow.
For fans, it creates a conflict. Do you separate the legacy from the allegations? Do you continue supporting someone while these kinds of claims are circulating? Or do you step back and wait for clarity? And then there's the family aspect, because when public figures are involved in controversy, it's never just about them. It affects the people around them too. The conversations, the attention, the pressure, it all spills over. What makes this situation even more emotional is the uncertainty. There's no clear ending right now, no final answer. Just two sides of a story and a growing audience trying to figure out what to believe. And that's what makes it so powerful and so uncomfortable at the same time. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about Jaguar Wright or Diddy, it's about something bigger. It's about how much of the truth we actually see when it comes to fame and power. It's about the stories that get told and the ones that don't. Jaguar is forcing people to look at the industry differently, to question things they might have once ignored, to consider the possibility that not everything is as perfect as it seems on the surface. But here's the final twist. Truth in situations like this is rarely simple. It's layered, complicated, sometimes messy, and sometimes it takes years before the full picture comes out. So right now, we're left in that in-between space, where allegations are loud, reactions are strong, and the truth is still unfolding. Maybe Jaguar is revealing something the world needed to hear, or maybe this is a story that will take time to fully understand. Either way, people are paying attention now, and once attention is locked in like this, it's hard to turn away, because one thing is certain, this story isn't over, not even close.